All right, thanks so much for the intro. Yeah, we're True Form Tiny. My name's Jen,
Malia.
and we are the founders of True Form here. Definitely come from two different sides of the spectrum on building, and I'm more of the building scientist, kind of nuts and bolts kind of person, head of the production space, and Malia is does everything else. So, what else do you do?
Design, CFO, head of marketing. Yeah, lot of hats.
So it's definitely a team that we started with. We started small, like you can imagine, and we were building one, two, three a year for a while. And 2016 is really when we wanted to get this thing going. And from that kind of background of, I mean, I was a general contractor for many years and kind of got my kind of skill set that way. Lots of remodels, lots of new houses, and then we decided to team up. Malia here is also kind of design heavy, and of course you can talk specifically about that. But becoming a team, and we really wanted to see where this went, right? So we wanted to get excited about tiny houses and kind of come up with the early problems. And here we are from 2016 up to, of course, 2024.
Yeah.
So
yeah. We were very passionate about tiny homes back in the beginning. I remember having my little pad of paper and drawing out floor plans constantly. And we had all kinds of ideas on how, we were going to have a tiny home business. And sort of what you see with our online designer is a lot of what we do, but also a lot of custom. So, I mean, mostly what we do is custom. We can do, customize what we have already existing, or you can go completely custom, and we're starting from just a pencil line and developing a whole new thing.
And so with that, all that, how many tiny houses we have under our belt? We're over 300 right at the moment. So we have a lot of experience, and of course, every tiny house builder will tell you that it's very specific tolerances and issues that you're working with. So we definitely bring that experience to the table. Yeah, and so now, I mean, fast forward to 2024 here, we have expanded to about 32,000 square feet, and it's a lot larger warehouse, and also we have a great office staff too that supports our production. And I think we just wanted to start with this kind of builder. What do we call this? This is our tiny house online builder kind of expo, and we just wanted to start with a little bit of a movie or show. It's about 6 minutes, so we'll just give an intro to where we are, and then we'll jump back in on it. So let's see if we can pull this off here.
And choose the actual application.
This one?
I think so.
Okay.
Which needs special permit.
Fast forward.
Okay.
We can't see the screen.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
We're gonna do this right here. Okay, we're starting over, and we're gonna hit the share button.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, maybe try.
Dan, I am one of the owners here at True Form. Sorry, what was that?
Try sharing your screen again, because we can only kind of hear it, but it's not. It's just a black screen right now.
Oh
Okay,
man.
what's
Okay,
that?
hold on one sec.
There's some kind of alarm. Do we need some kind of permission?
Any luck? Nope.
Stop.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so we're not going to do the full intro there, but here we go. Hi, my name is Jen. I am one of the owners here at True Form Tiny. We build tiny houses. We build them in Eugene, and we actually ship them all over the US. They're on wheels, so they're considered RVs, park models, travel trailers, two different classifications.
but that allows us to make them deliverable. They can go easily from one location to another. Right now, this tiny house is about to leave to one of our clients. It's taken about 6 months. That design process through different levels of consultation into our actual fabrication and in our facility. And now the whole QC process is just wrapping up and it'll be delivered to our client. You can imagine it has all the electrical, all the plumbing, all the fresh water all ready to go. And our client can show up, it gets leveled, and they can start enjoying their tiny house. We're really excited about that process. On our website, you can actually peruse and see how easy it is to design that tiny house for your person. It could be a 20-footer, it could be a 30-footer. There's so many different options. So having that ability to go through the website is really important. Right now we're in the facility and it has everything under the same roof. So we have design, we have sales, we have production. A little bit about us. We've been around since 2016 building tiny houses. We built over 300 tiny houses to date, and we're still plugging away. They're all this custom experience. So not only do you have the option to pick out different fixtures, but we also can produce it really quickly. So take a look here. This is our floor. And we are in the middle of many different tiny houses at different stages. This is our finish area, meaning that it's on the final steps of production. We've got different styles, different types. Our craftsmen here are fully capable of pulling off any type of product that our clients wish. So really excited about the personnel, really excited about our facility. Our carpenters and our craftspeople have to have that flexibility to build and have space to do so. Everything is happening at once, and that's really cool. It allows us to control the environment a little bit, control the schedule, and it gets things on the floor and off quickly. We're also really concerned with quality control. So we don't want things done incorrectly. Keeping it all under the same facility helps us to manage that. That allows the confidence to go to the next level of how to design exactly what you want. As a potential client, you may want a large tiny house that can house 4 people, 2 kids, 2 adults, or maybe you want that back studio Airbnb experience where it's a little smaller, a little tighter. So some of our phases of construction, our craftspeople do such a nice job. We do this nice, beautiful tile work. We do nice, beautiful carpentry, steel work. We do a lot of paint. We do a lot of interior trim, a lot of cabinetry. Everything is done in-house. So we control everything. It's really a beautiful thing that we like to show off. So now the fun part really is to go through the design process. And Malia is amazing at that. She not only knows everything about tiny houses and how to put them together, but the latest and greatest in design. And she also can share the experience with the client in a 3D rendering technique. So why don't we go take a look with Malia and go to the next steps and actually design a tiny house.
Hi guys, I'm Malia. I'm with Trueform, and I'm going to show you a little bit about our models. I'll start first and talk about the different types of models we have. We have travel trailers and we have park models. Travel trailers are 8.5 feet wide and a bit smaller than park models, which need special permits in order to pull them on the road. So there's something that you truly do want to park, you know, for a while and possibly move on occasion, because you'll need to hire somebody that can professionally move it. The travel trailers, you don't want to drive around with them all the time, of course. You know, it's like taking your house 70 miles an hour down the road. Tiny homes are really meant to be little homes sitting, but capable of moving. We can build really any length. We have some standard lengths on our website that range between 20 feet and 28 feet. They max out at around 18,000 pounds. But honestly, we can go to like 36 feet if you needed to on the travel trailers. The park models, we max out at 400 square feet, which ends up being like 38 by 10.5 feet or 39 by 10 feet. And they can get up to about 22,000 pounds. That's the major difference. All right, so our original models are travel trailer models. We have a payette and a kootenai. The payette is galley kitchen style. So you walk straight through from the living room all the way down the kitchen and into the bathroom, which saves a little more space in the living room, whereas the kootenai access comes in through the kitchen. There's a peninsula and a little eating area around the kitchen. The reason that we designed the kootenai that way is so that you could have a nice big living room that doesn't have a door access coming into the space. For the travel trailers, there's both the urban aesthetic and the country aesthetic for the exteriors. And so also for the park models, you can do the country aesthetic or the urban aesthetic. The Villa Max is maximizing as much living space as possible and has a huge loft, whereas the Cascade Max is all one floor living. So our Cascade Max is intended for all ground floor living for those people that don't want to have to be in a loft in the middle of the night trying to go to the bathroom, and there's sometimes fear around trying to go downstairs. However, there is an option to have a small loft. It can be for sleeping, probably for a small child or for storage. The Villa Max has a very large loft. You could consider it as one really big loft, or we can split it up so that it's two separate spaces, or some people use the small part as a little office and the big part for sleeping. But it is really a lot of living space. I think all in all with the lofts, it's about 589 square feet. So the differences you're going to see between the two different exterior types, the urban and the country. The urban is cleaner lines, more precise transitions, and not as much trim work. We use a lot of paneling, metal. We have an open cedar siding, which is just stunning. For the country units, there's a lot of trim, a lot of paint, trim around the windows, heavy fascia with ornamental curves and detailing. We'll do some timber frame accents like little corbels and nice big heavy awnings and porches. So we like to work with Summit Trailer for our trailers.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right there. Stop sharing that part. And it keeps on going a little bit longer, but I wanted to just kind of touch on a couple of things of our process. As you can see, we can do a lot of things, and the way that we can do that is having this great team that we've developed over the years. And it really starts with our sales team. I mean, that's the beginning contact that people have. I mean, I don't know how many times people have kind of contacted a builder and not received a call back, or it's a real thing. In the early days when we did it, we had so many contacts, it was really hard to maintain that connection with a potential client. So we got it. So hiring a good sales team to really respond quickly and get people either answers or quotes was really important. And then financing, you want to talk a little bit about financing?
Yeah, we have, well, we offer a few different loans. The one that people go with most often is a mortgage, and it's 25 years. So that helps a lot with the payments at 10% down. And it makes it more accessible to have these bigger, nicer tiny homes. And we have a finance staff, one woman that's been with us for years. She's incredible, and we're just like family. It's great. And so she's very hands-on with that process. So you would first work with our sales staff and then identify how you want to pay for the tiny home. And then you would work with Samantha if you wanted to finance. And then if you have design questions, you might work with me. If you want to go through a full design process, then we would do that. And I work over Zoom a lot with people with 3-dimensional models. And so we're able to sit with the model together and pick finishes and make decisions in real time a lot of times. So if it's truly, truly all custom, I might have to, start off with the design, come back to you, and then we can play with finishes and stuff. But yeah, so then after that, we get final approval through formal quotes. and then create a contract. And once we get down payment, we start to build. And the build phase is about 3 months. Once it hits the floor, once the trailer hits the floor, it's about 3 months that we're able to get it off the floor and delivered. What else was I wanting to say about that? We do have it. So sometimes that beginning process takes about a month or so to make decisions and decide on, you know, how to get the unit into your budget. So we have a very custom process. So you're able to say, okay, actually, I'm gonna let up on that, and I'm gonna add this, or, you know, and really dial in your budget. And I'm a big part of that a lot of times. And I'm able to give advice on, okay, well, actually, if we build the cabinet this way, it's going to save you this amount of money, and I can dial your design into the very dollar that you're looking for. And I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, so there's so through that design process, purchasing, let's say we got actually production on the floor. We have, you know, one of our main people is our purchasing / production assistant, that will be in contact with our clients, and there's always issues or questions that arise during the process. So it's really important for us to maintain that contact with our clients, and have the right people involved in that. So,
and we're always sending photos and video. Every week we'll update you on your build.
So, I mean, you know, taking a step back, having that quality team to be able to shuffle this process through and having that client interface is how we can maintain the production that we can. I think that's a really important part of the semi-custom building experience.
Do you want to talk a little bit about our builds?
Yeah, so in terms of, so let's see, should we share the screen again?
Yeah, I mean, let's show examples. So go right into that slideshow. We have that teed up.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, this is our website, and one of the big things that we have is on our website is anyone can go and actually build their own, right? So you go to Cascade Max is one of our units, and you can cycle through and choose. You can choose different options, different colors, and it will give you a price at the end. So that's one way to kind of see what kind of price you're looking at, and what are some of the possible standard options that we offer. So that's a really important, powerful part of our website. And it's under models. And then I go down to travel trailers or park models, and that's how we get there. So there's a park model.
And we are rebuilding our website. I heard somebody saying that earlier today too, but yeah, so it will look a little different when you come into it at some point. But yeah, the basics will still be there, and that form will look the same.
And so we're just going to try one more presentation thing, and this is some of our models. Can everyone see that? Just checking to make sure. I know we had a little issue there with the video.
Can I see?
But go ahead. Go ahead. It's that is supposedly what
we can see that. Yep.
Okay, great. Yeah, it kind of froze. Okay. So yeah, this is our urban payette. So you can see those clean lines and kind of minimalist look. And this particular build was an inventory build. And so I take those opportunities. So every now and then you'll go to our website and see there's inventory on hand. But what's fun about those is the price is lower, and I'm utilizing materials that we have in stock, and implementing some current design trends that I haven't done before that isn't available through other pathways. So this is an example of that. This is our little kind of cubby bedroom that a lot of people love. And then this is another example of an inventory design that we did. It's a country kootenai. A lot of tile work, a lot of really beautiful finish elements in this. Reclaimed wood was really popular at that time. Oak, we utilized oak a lot. I use a lot of hickory. I really like the neutrality of that wood, and the character. You kind of get something different every time. Okay. This is our Urban Park Max. This is not on our website yet. This is a huge model that is the sister to the Villa Max. So it's got a very similar floor plan, really, really big, big loft space and a big downstairs bedroom. And so you can see here is the loft. And then we have the staircase that goes down, and we've got these huge windows that shed light up there, and you can utilize, you could fit a little bed up in that area if you wanted to. We can also put walls up here if you want. So those are the kind of customizations we like to make, just to find out how you're going to be using it, and then augmenting our current designs for you. And this is a little version of that model, little studio version. Should I go back? This one's actually only 18 feet long. It's really amazing how much space is in it. What's that? It's got a nice big bathroom too. I mean, relatively for a tiny home. This is another version of our urban payette. This is with our expanded roof line. So what we've done, instead of having that really sharp gable in the front, we bumped up the sidewalls to allow more space in the second loft, and it makes it more of a living loft, and then flattening this roof out. And what's really fun is a lot of these designs come about because of working with customers, and if we feel like it's a strong design, it'll become one of our standard models. So that was from working with somebody. Another urban kootenai. This is a really big one, and built-ins galore. So this was hard to figure out how to fit all of this in here. And this customer was okay kind of with all of this in the space, because they were coming from a teeny tiny little RV that they were living in, a little family of 3. And so they've got a little kids room, and just a lot of hangout seating. Storage, storage couch. We really try to make those couches comfortable. Our Cascade Max, we are saying, is usually a single level. However, I just designed a new one yesterday that has 2 lofts upstairs. So we'll see if we end up getting to build that one. Nice big bedroom downstairs. And this is another version of that, where we've moved the kitchen from the end to the center, so that it's right next to the bathroom. Pretty standard bedroom for that one. And here's our Villa Max. This one's a very popular model. People really like this one and don't usually want to change the layout much. This is another version of the kitchen. A lot more storage. And some exteriors that we've done, and through in a bathroom here. This one is really fun up in this upper right corner. That's kind of a Spanish take on this kind of farmhouse style. Okay. This is a totally custom model, and there was a kind of sad story for this person. They had contracted with another builder and had been waiting, gave them a huge amount of money, and had been waiting for 3 years for her home. And it was a completely different design than this, exterior wise particularly, but some of the basic elements in it, we were able to pull off. So she wanted this bedroom underneath a laundry space upstairs, because she's like, I don't need to stand up, or I don't need the headspace where I'm sleeping. So, and it's just her, so she didn't need that privacy. So this is actually the hallway to the bathroom. I had a little fun and had our team figure out how to do floating stairs here with lighting feature in it. So there's some steel going in through the wall and integrated into the framing. It was really, really fun to figure that out. she wanted a lot of outdoor spaces, a lot. So we've got the rooftop deck, we've got a screened-in porch, and we've got a fold-down porch here. A little more on that. She also wanted all these little fire elements. So, but she didn't want electric fireplace. So I utilized, I found this company called TerraFlame, I believe it is. And they make these little log sets and, you know, little burning things. And so we implemented that. I designed this fireplace around it. She really liked this kind of very, I don't know how to describe, you know, very ornate chandeliers and kind of glam look. A little more on that rooftop deck. Huge solar system. So if you notice, the floor was raised a bit. And then we have this enormous drawer that comes out. I think there's 3 sets of batteries that are going all the way back, or 2 sets.
2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes. 3 sets of batteries and 2 minutes left. Okay. I was just going to show a little bit of what our design materials will look like. This is what I deliver to folks after we've already looked through, like we've played around with the model, but here's some little, you know, snapshots of what we look at in the process. And sometimes people want me to source furniture for spaces, and so we do that also. And I believe that is the end.
All right. So we're gonna stop sharing there. So there's, I know we only have like 1 minute left, and there was quite a few. It looked like we had a little issue there with the video. Hopefully that wasn't too rough. But essentially, you know, if you're looking at tiny houses, of course, we would love to help kind of answer questions. We're very much of an experiential kind of company where we're not trying to sell something that we already built, but we really want to step through it with you. And even just a conversation, an email, you know, starts that. A lot of our customers have contacted us for years, and it just has the right timing for them. And then we will stick around at 4 o'clock and do the breakout room. So if there's more questions that you just want to ask us, you always can email us too, or go to our website and hit the support email button. Either way, but yeah, I just want to thank everybody for doing this live show. This is one of our first ones, so yeah, really excited to be part of it. Thanks, everybody.